Right now, Nakuta, most Kenyans are falling for scams, and you wonder why. How did someone actually get scammed in that kind of a manner? Because most of us are not willing enough to do the due diligence that is required. You come as there is a certain scam that is going on in Opticoin. And sometimes if you look at what that particular scam has to offer, you're just like, what? Someone is falling for that. Like right now, if you go to the dude's website, if you go to the guy's website, Opticoin, if you just search for Opticoin online, you can actually be able to see it. You can be able to see a few details about it. And I even tried to see some of the Google reviews they have over here. I don't know what this +12 country code actually means. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So professional, so quick, I was hungry. I don't even understand how this is actually working. Yeah, this is like a shop that sells something like this. But now there's this website, Opticoin. If you look at it as if you look at it like a first person for the first time, you might think that this is something really legitimate, like it's some real stuff. But if you scroll down, you realize, first of all, let me decline. If you try and look for contact information, there is nothing. If I click on more over here, click on contact, I want you to see there is no one that you can actually get to see. And then the thing I did is I went to Binance. Binance is a crypto exchange. It's one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world. Yeah, I went over there. Normally, when there is a coin, the first thing that is going to happen is that it's going to be listed over here. So I came over here and I searched for, let me just search for Opticoin to see whether it's actually listed on Binance. So there is this coin over here. Opticoin, this and this and this, I don't know. I don't know if this is it, but me, I'm not very sure. Because it's kind of skeptical because of what I was looking at. You see, it's not being shown. Let me see, Opticoin, this and this is a pump. I don't even understand what this is. And here's the thing, like if you're someone who is not so good with understanding this stuff as me, you can always go to ChatGPT. Now, normally when you're using tools like ChatGPT, the thing you want to do is to be very good with your prompt. So what I'll do is on ChatGPT, I'm going to input a prompt. I'll say, I would like for you to help me in analyzing whether a particular coin, crypto coin, call it anything you want, crypto coin is a scam or not. I'm just going to click that, right? Now, the thing I'll do is I'll go to the home page, and then you can right click probably, and let me just select all this. I'm going to select all this information. Control and A, copy it. On ChatGPT, I'm going to paste that information. That is the first page. Then I'll go back again, and I'll click on Welcome to Opticoin. I'll copy this again, as it is. Copy all that information. I'm going to paste it on ChatGPT. Then I'll come to which other page? I think there's a more. There's OC verification. I don't know what this is. I'll copy this. I want to copy all this information. Let me just copy this. And then paste it over there. I'm going to go again. Click on more. Request NDA. I don't know what an NDA is. Copy this. I don't know why, but I'm getting a vibe of the code has been generated using ChatGPT. So I'm just going to generate all that and put it on ChatGPT. So let's see what ChatGPT is actually able to come up with. The results are actually here. I want you to see this. Everything about Opticoin plus Wealth Sharing Investment Group screams run. I can't give a courtroom verdict, but it has multiple classic Ponzi or HYIP scams, and I'd treat it as unsafe and scam-like. Let me break it down in a simple language. What Opticoin itself actually is from their own site. From the official Opticoin website, the homepage is just a slogan spam. Opticoin powers a private economic engine. You hold the key, with almost no real information. So they publicly say we are not an investment, not a security, not a crypto. But on the ground in Kenya, Juja Teachers WhatsApp group, people are being told to invest in it, deposit large amounts and expect fixed returns. The contradiction alone is a huge red flag. They also have an OC verification hub where you're told to verify at least $50,000 equivalent in assets. Yeah? Meaning they're pushing people to lock serious amounts of money into their systems. Okay? So how wealth sharing investment group connects to this? Wealth sharing investment is one being pushed aggressively on the ground. Juja, teachers, Buddha Buddha guys, and online as a partner with Opticoin. That naming confusion is not accidental. It's part of the obfuscy. I don't even know what that is. So if you just scroll down, you can see that you've been able to get an entire report. And at the end of the day, if you haven't put money in, don't. That is a verdict. If you already have money in, withdraw whatever you can as soon as you can. Don't recruit others just because you got 1 or 2 payouts. Early payouts are part of how Ponzi schemes build trust. Ignore name dropping of licenses, AI, or we are still in the private phase. These are smoke screens. Don't rely on the fake DCI poster or people misquoting DCI. DCI only said the viral graphic was fake. They did not give Opticoin a clean bill of health. So you can see, you can be able to get more information about all this, right? And I'll tell you this whole thing. Like, for example, you can even research on this whole thing on wealth sharing. So what is this wealth, wealth sharing thing going on? Like, you can even investigate on that. What is that wealth sharing thing going on? Yeah. Currently, DCI, I think there's a publication by on the Star on the 21st of October 2025. Something about a fake circulating online to warn Kenyans against investing in a company, saying it's operating well. Some of these things, like you can see. Yeah, you can be able to see all these things. By the way, like, here is the cleanest, most accurate breakdown of the wealth sharing investment group and what it actually is. It is a high-yield investment scheme, HYIP, targeting Kenyans. Wealth Investment Group is part of a wave of fast-moving crypto-based Ponzi schemes circulating in Kenya right now, especially Juja, Thika, universities, teachers' WhatsApp groups, Facebook crypto groups, Boda and Hustler circles. They all operate under the same formula. Deposit crypto in USDT, USDC, BNB, Ethereum, follow signals, get guaranteed daily or weekly profits, recruit others, and more. Same copy-paste marketing, same claims, same zero-risk pitch, same lifetime returns, i.e. it's connected to Optcoin or Opticoin. Wealth sharing makes itself as an investment platform that partners with Optcoin or Opticoin, purposely causing confusion. They use many names: Optcoin, Opticoin, OC, wealth sharing crypto, wealth sharing AI trading system. This confusion is intentional so that you cannot trace ownership. You can see that already. You can't hold anyone accountable. If one collapses, they blame the other one. What they claim, this is where the scam shows. Number one, 100% returns. Oh, goodness. 100% returns per month. That doesn't make sense. Zero risk. Deposit once and forever. Lifetime passive income. 100% winning rate. AI trading, Aladdin system. Hundreds of analysts trading for you. Guaranteed monthly withdrawals. Only hold between 100 to 1,000 USDT to earn unlimited returns. These promises violate common sense economics, crypto market reality, basic financial rules, every regulator in the world. Nothing like that exists nowhere in any market ever. And you see, sometimes some Kenyans can be very stupid anyway. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying on a light note. But look at this. This model is identical to public likes. If you guys remember something called public likes where people lost money. There's also another one used to be called Amazon Web Worker Scams. There's also another one called KiwiPay. There was another one called Public Likes Return 2.0, and this thing returned. There were so many scams. There was also another one called Club 250, and the most famous one was called Crowd One. Crowd One is probably one of the biggest scams that actually disappeared with so many people, a lot of money from people. Yeah? Their entire business model is a Ponzi structure. Step one, they promise huge returns. That's the first thing. That is guaranteed profits, zero risk, lifetime income. And then step two, money comes from new users. Your profit is simply money collected from new investors, new recruits, and new USDT deposits. So the thing is, early users get paid to build trust. They pay people small amounts, so word spreads. Bro, imetoa withdraw. They're going to use terminologies like that. Bro, imetoka. Boss, I have proof. Madam, hii pesa inatoa every week. You see, The moment you see such screenshots, you're going to see a million of these screenshots on Ponzi schemes. There are going to be so many, yeah? Then step 4, the platform delays withdrawals. This one is one of the common things. The platform decides to delay withdrawals. So withdrawals get delayed, balances get reviewed, accounts get flagged, people are asked to upgrade or verify, support goes silent. That's a common thing with scams nowadays. The step 5 is the exit the scam. The owners disappear, the website dies, and the money is gone. Then they come back with a new brand. Of course, our regulations in Kenya are not very stiff when it comes to, going after these scams. So one of the things that you might be wondering is, and you can see all this information is being generated purely on ChatGPT. Why is it that these guys are going after teachers, boda guys, and hustlers? Yeah. Number 1, teachers trust each other. Most of the time, teachers will always tell each other, hey, Mrs. Joki, there is this scam that has given this guy some money. You can also make some money from it. Then boda riders share it into it fast. Boda guys will not even think twice. Yeah. Campus students, they like easy money. Me, I remember when we were in campus, 2016, I think 2016, 20, I think it was 2016. There was also this thing called public likes. Came and disappeared with all our money. Then circle members influence groups. And then hustlers want quick returns. You see, the good thing is terminologies they use. Get rich slowly doesn't work. They use powerful psychology. Okay? Get rich slowly doesn't work. You hear? So when you hear that you're getting rich slowly, you don't want to do that. Then you hear crypto experts are trading on your behalf. Even teachers are doing it. I withdrew today. See screenshot. I mean, these things are just interesting. Scammers rely on trust, pressure, group psychology, FOMO or fear of missing out, and fake success stories. So why is it trending right now? Because many Kenyans lost their money in previous scams. Scammers have polished their websites. As you have seen, that website is very good looking. They now use AI, crypto, and USDT to actually look legit. They are behind trendy terms like ecosystem. When you hear words like ecosystem, decentralized, AI signals, node mining, private key economy. When you hear such things, you're like, hey, yes, this is something I want to actually get into. You see, your money funds previous investors, owns the scheme, and is going to finally come down. When new deposits slow down, the system collapses. That's how it actually gets to finally end. Now, the end point is this. When the wealth sharing collapses, early users get paid, the people who actually started the whole thing. Mid users recover a little bit. Late users lose everything. Nobody gets legally compensated. There is no office, number 1. There is no owner. There is no company to pursue. And people say, hustler nilipewa wrong information. Sikuamini ilikuwa scam. Niliambiwa it was legit. Nilisema tu nijaribu. You see, these are the things. So the real question is this. Why do they need your money to trade if their AI is so powerful? That's the first question. If these dudes have like an AI tool or an AI system that is very powerful, why don't they use their own money? Because that's the question you should be asking yourself. Why don't they take their own money, all right? Why don't they take their own money and trade it? Yeah? Then, number 2, they would attract institutional capital. Like VCs would be coming and telling them, hey, okay, you have a very good system. I think it's time for you to actually trade for us, right? Then they will not need you. Why do they need your money? Why do they need you? They would not be recruiting on WhatsApp or even recruiting students in Juja. Okay? You see, the fact is they need you because proof the money comes from you not trading. Yeah, realistically, they're not doing any trading, honestly. The whole thing about it is that they're collecting money from you. Then they tell you to probably collect money from someone else. So money is being made by funding from new investors, not from trading. There's nothing that is happening over there. So this whole thing on wealth sharing is just a scam. And wealth sharing investment group is a crypto-based Ponzi scheme, all right? Disguised as an AI-powered trading platform. It promises impossible returns, relies on new deposits to pay earlier users, and it is spreading heavily across Kenya through teachers, boda riders, WhatsApp group, and influencers. Now, you see, this whole thing has been entirely generated using ChatGPT. And I will tell you this. If you look at something and you look at it and you judge it and you're like, hii kitu inakaa scam, do something like this. Use ChatGPT, use Gemini, use Cloud. Generate, just use this to actually get to know whether something is legitimate or not. Because most guys are losing money to this thing because you're not, first of all, aware of what you're getting into. So here's the thing. Be careful. If you've already invested, you've lost your money, forget about it. If you've not, don't put your money over there because you'll lose more money. For me, my recommendation is this. Be careful. Remember to do your due diligence. And remember, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just trying to tell you to be very careful before you lose your money. So yeah. Thank you. Follow for more. Subscribe. Like, I don't know.